Welcome all you +2 common modifiers back to the stream. Welcome back to A Decadent Mind. It's still here. I was really afraid it was going to be gone by now. But it's here, and we're going to continue to play. So today, I have been looking through the few that I don't have the check marks for. Satisfyingly high? You're happy with this volume? Because I will leave it here. I think I already hear the ice cream truck. So, to get us started here, I've been going through and reestablishing some of my missing check marks. I believe at this point, I have a check mark for everything that I've completed except for Escape Room. Did I solve Heaven or Hell? Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did, in fact, solve it at the end. Maka with the big assist. So I'm pretty sure all the ones that I'm missing are ones I haven't solved, except for Escape Room, which I have solved. Oh, boy. Of course there is. So I'm going to go to Greenfield, because I believe we got halfway through Greenfield, and then I forgot. So basically we're trying to fill the green field here. And it was the word that went in between these things to make words. And I ended up getting an answer. I got Queen. That brought me here. I don't believe I've solved this part. So, matter of fact, I don't think I even looked at this. So I think this is where we're going to start today. I also have some other stuff open that I don't need open. Let's go. Weird kinda patient. Weird kinda patient. Want to play with me? Weird kinda patient. That is a very weird name for this. So let's grab this link here. Was it spelled differently? Oh, you're right. Patience. Now I've confused myself. Oh, interesting. Patient, the capacity to tolerate something. Any of various forms of card game for one player is called a patient. Interesting. I did not know that. The object of which to use up all the cards by forming particular arrangements in sequences of Solitaire. I have a cough drop in my mouth if I sound weird. I have terrible allergies today. Oh. So weird kind of patience is kind of saying this is a weird type of solitaire. Just let me pull it up so it's bigger. Just kind of viewing how this looks. All right, so we do have some examples of the same suit on itself, the same number on itself. But we do not, unless you count this, which I'm not, we do not have an example of the lower number being, or the lower card being a higher number than this card. So my guess, break out the notepad here. I don't need these notes anymore. No. My guess is that this is some sort of shift cipher. So I'm going to say that this is, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack. I'm going to say that this is a 9, which makes this an 8. Ace, we'll say ace is low. That means 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jack, queen, which would be an 11. And then a 10. Interesting. This is weird, though. I still think this might be it, though. 4, 0. I have 2 theories now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6. It's just the difference. I could just subtract, 2, 5. Okay. We're going to take these numbers, and we're going to go Z1... Z26 cipher. Okay, interesting. IHK. All right, let's get rid of the commas so I can look at this a little bit clearer in my brain. Because this doesn't look like anything, right? Yeah, IHKJD undefined FBE. Maybe I should consider 4 to 4 as a 1, right? So this is a 1, which means I would just basically add 1 to all the numbers. So I was using this. If I add 1 to all the numbers, I get 10, 9, 12, 11, 5, 1. That's a 1. 3, 6. I got a decent number of vowels in this that make me think this could be on the right side of things. Perhaps this is an anagram. No, not anagrams of gay. Am I screwing this up by having the spaces? Let's get rid of the spaces. I feel like I should be able to get a word out of this. Oops. Nothing. Change it to 2. We got life jack. We got file jack. Life jack or file jack are the ones that I feel like make the most sense. Feck yeah. Let's give it some tries, eh? Nope. Not the method. Okay. I liked it as an idea. It's also, I will say it's not, it's set up a little strange. I mean, it is a weird kind of patience. But 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Excuse me. Bring up the calculator. Just so I am. Yeah, I do think I should be considering the fact that Queen is the answer to this. That is very suspicious. You think maybe there's more pages, you mean? That's worth trying. Ah, interesting. Go on. King. Go on. Jack. Go on. 10. Go on. What is this? Anything hiding in here that was just... Two. But no 2. Okay, interesting. Do I just keep counting down? 9. So it's just... It's just the Royal Flush cards. No. Oh, it's from the previous step? Okay. It's been a while since I did the previous step, so thank you for stepping in. But anyway, I brought out the calculator for this. How many cards are being used right now? 4 plus 5 plus 5 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 8 equals 55 cards. So it's not the full deck. Oh, that's right. Okay, so yeah, I forgot. It's too far away. But in the previous, the first part of this level, it was filling in the green fields, and you filled it in with King, 10, Jack, and then you're like, oh, the Queen's missing. Right. It's a full deck and the Jokers. That's, what, 54 cards? Oh yeah, for some reason I ignored the fact that we got... For some reason, yeah, I was totally off. A full deck is 52, so it is... So it's the full deck plus the 2 Jokers plus the rules to play poker card. That's a bit sus. Because whatever this game is would mean that you played it from here without ever drawing. Should I be squinting and trying to figure out what these cards say? Acropolis? Are these from the Acropolis? Or is this a souvenir from the Acropolis? Oh, the Hard Rock Cafe. Oh, the Hard Rock Cafe in Athens. Believe it or not, I've been there. It's one of the 4 Hard Rock cafes I've been to. Yeah. I have pictures. I'll see if I can find them. I have old pictures of me at... I know there's a terrible picture of me where I'm trying to make it look like it's an album cover, so I'm not looking at the camera and I just look like an idiot. I'll see if I can find it. I'll look. But for now, you know, Elisa, I will say, the first thing I learned about you through these puzzles is you love grids. So this makes me think that maybe a grid is involved of some sort. But the second thing I've learned about you, about these puzzles, is you don't like math. It's often no maths. So, like, instinctually, the first thing I notice is all the cards are lower than the card they're on top of, -4 and 4. But there's never a time where the higher card is on top of a lower card. Which makes me think maths. But I'm trying to put myself out of that mindset. It's the easiest thing you can do to solve after A1 Z26. All I can say is you do not get to touch the cards. You only get to look. Okay. So I would say, I think it's very interesting that this is in pairs. It's also in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9 rows, so it's probably not binary. I would say the easiest thing to do would be either binary or Morse. Had there been 8 rows, I would just been like, okay, diamonds are zeros, or diamonds and hearts are zeros, clubs and spades are ones, and this is going to be 2 letters. The only other idea I have here is that it is Morse code, and I should take... I only have 1 matching suit, right? Yeah, I have the Queen of Diamonds and the Ace of Diamonds on top of each other. In terms of red and black, I have only 2 piles where the same color is touching. And that's the Jack and the 3 and the Queen and the Diamond. Or the Queen and the Ace. So I don't think that's it either. That's a good idea. Do the book cipher, because you know what? The third thing I've learned about Lisa is that she loves book ciphers. So, second letter of Jack, third letter of Jack, first letter of Queen, second letter of Queen, second letter of 6, fourth letter of 4, second letter of 8, fifth letter of 7, and third letter of 8. Acquiring. Very good. Very good. You know what, Maka? You and I make a great team. I wish we could solve things together as a team. That would be cool. If there was like a team that was currently working on a puzzle, and I could join that team and help solve things, man, that'd be great. I'm kidding, Maka. Don't worry. Acquiring. Queen and acquiring. Let's view that beautiful page. Source. Hand reveal. Shows you mine, now show me yours. Okay. This is what I think. Hand reveal. And then there's 5 piles. There's already a puzzle that's very similar to this. But I think this is where you're going with this. I think, as I keep doing this, perhaps each pile of cards represents a finger. And then I was going to say book cipher, but like ring finger certainly does not have 10 letters in it, unless you're counting the word finger. Which I guess you could be. I also don't know if I should be looking at my hand like this or like this. Because it could be the thumbs first or the pinkies first. And we also, I believe last time we had an argument about this finger, whether or not it's an index finger or a pointing finger, or a pointer finger. But that might not be it. Let's open this in a new tab, get a little bit bigger. Hand reveal. I've shown you mine, now show me yours. Like, show you my hand. Which would be like, makes me think I should inquire how my hand can relate to these 5 piles. So, let's say, just for sake of argument, thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky. And I would say it's pinky, not pinky finger, which is a problem with the 7. And equally a problem with the thumb. So what else do we got going on with these? Maybe it's suit related? This is club. These are all hearts, which I find very suspicious. The order's also like all over the place. Like, why is it 10, 5, 7? Maybe it's just number of cards. That's probably the easiest way to do it. Ignore everything else and just look at the number of cards. So that would be T, X, M, N, K. That's not good. Maybe look at it the other way and go P. No, ring is too many. Yeah. I'd have to hit a vowel, you know? And with the word index, you'd think I'd hit an I or an E if this was the method. I liked it as an idea, but it's not coming to fruition here. I'm trying to look at, because I was just kind of looking at it as 1 5 1 3 4. As I bite my hand. There are plenty of vowels. Three hearts together are really confusing me. But I'm trying not to dwell on it. But this feels right. You know? As I think about it, I'm just going to do this for safety. I think it has something to do with my hand and in these hands. Maka is so quick. I would only slow you down, Maka, if I joined your team. Unless I just take the first letter of each. That's just another way to go. But that doesn't make sense because it would just be lead it. I was actually having that thought with the 4. Because it would be like A 7A. What is 7? 7's what, an L? In lead? Oh, it's a T? Ah, yeah, I see it now. A taste for a taste for a lost bets. There it is. Okay. That's pretty good. The whole hand thing just made so much sense to me just because it was 5 piles. And talking about I've shown you yours, now show you mine, or I've showed you mine, now show me yours. Like, it made me think like your hand was like such a clue, but fine, you win. Happy? Did I win? I did win. Then yes, I'm very happy. Alright, so what does it say? Oh, I think I remember giving up on this. So just to double check, I didn't have anything on this one? No, apparently I never made it past this one. But I remember this one. My critique of the clue is the instructions is show me yours, which like to me was like it had something to do with my hand, and since I don't have cards, it's got to be a double meaning with hand. I think I remember giving up on this. Yeah. What does it say? Nice. Alright. Oh, wait, hold on. No. Alright, what we got going on? Nice? Nice! It is exclamation and question mark. Nice! We got cigarettes, we got a lighter of a guy on like a hike, and we got a pen. And there's nothing else involved in this picture. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I believe I said nice on the Discord for this. Anything hiding here? Noah needs a clue. Show Noah a clue. No. Okay. So, what I believe we have here is a failure to communicate. But I believe what we also have here is 3 separate codes. We have the 102 code. We have the SCISE code with some sort of crisscrossy gritty thing. And then we have FLEA. FLEA. With very suspicious dots. Almost as if they are points to be rotated on. Because, let me just kind of think about this. Right? So, the L doesn't have this point. So we have F, L, E, and an upside down V. Right? That's what we have. On that axis, we can easily make that an A. That's obvious. The L seems to be a thing that stays the same. If I rotate the E, I could rotate it to an M. I could also rotate it to a W. Oh, interesting, yes. That's actually a really good call. That these are 3 elements. That's a really good call. Especially with the different size of the letterings. The F, I guess, like, if I were to rotate it upon that, it would kind of be a U? If I rotated it? It could also, I guess, be pi. Or an N, or it could be this could also just maybe this whole thing's upside down, you know? Just a thought. My other thought is 1 zeros and 2s, to me, reads as... Oh, wait, there's a 3 in there. What's a 3 doing in there? Ooh, that's shenanigans. Because I was going to say, if there's only 1, 2s, and 3s, or if there's only 0s, 1s, and 2s, rather, excuse me, I would say that this is more than likely Morse, with one of those working as a break. Based on how this is set up, I could believe the 0 is a break. Also, a line break being a break. But then I don't know what the 3 would be. Yeah, I would definitely believe if that's the method, I would definitely believe that the break is the 0s. Because, I mean, it ends on a 0. There's a 0 every 3 digits. There's a 0 at least every 3 digits. Which would yell Morse to me. But that 3, that damn 3 is very confusing. But let's talk elements here. Why are the elements arranged this way? Because, like, to me, they're crooked, but that doesn't mean it's supposed to be crooked. Like, it could just be that this is these are horizontal and these are vertical, and it was written down when the post-it note was, and she does love her grits. She sure does. That would kind of imply that we need to fill this with more elements. But why? What would those elements be, and why are they? Why and why and why and what and how and who? I'm also just considering looking at this upside down. A 3, 7, and then an upside down F would be what? A B? A lowercase b? Lowercase d. I mean, I can easily just also look at this as saying flee, right? Let's just try flee. It's worth trying. Okay. Let's pull out the periodic table. So we got 21. There's nothing right above it, because I thought maybe it had something to do with the location on the table. And I'd put it like right here. But there's nothing above it. And then 53 is iodine, below bromium. And then 34 is here, it's below sulfur. What else could we take for this? We could take the weight. We could take... I mean, there's something below all of them, right? We could take it as what would go underneath it, which I guess would be Y A-T, yat. Yatty. Right? It'd be Y-A-T-T-E. Yatty. Or Yeti. Feeding you the idea. Yeti. Yeti. Okay. Why is it on a grid? Why is it on a grid? Why is it? If it's on a grid, why is it the fourth or the second row of 4? And if it's supposed to stay even, let's say it's supposed to stay even, that would imply that whatever goes in the middle would be single letter, elements. So it would be H, B, C, N, O, F, P, S. Not I, because we already have I. Yep, those are the only ones. Your hydrogen, your borons, your carbon, your nitrogen, your oxygen, your fluorine, your phosphorus, and your sulfur. Oh, and your potassium. Don't forget your potassium. Eat your bananas, kids. And I also forgot W over here. And Y. Yeah, that could be anything. This is not a good thought experiment. So what else could we do? What else could we do? I'm so jittery today. I don't know why, but I'm so super jittery. Because here's the thing. While it looks diagonal to us, it's written as in this is the bottom line. So I keep... maybe... I keep looking at this as diagonal, but I think I need to kind of rotate it in my brain so that it's flat, because that's the way it's written. Oh no, you get a message? I'm just going to do this while I'm thinking. You type down the numbers. Ooh, that's weird that I don't see them. That's super weird that I don't see them. So that's just this. Just do this and then I'll take a look at them. EKU. That's enough to consider that maybe this is correct in some way. Because that could kind of be a word. The K is a bit dismissive. Alright, so... Oh, well, we got 2150. So, like, maybe we just go one more. What about those? Okay. Because it is an idea that, like, what's next in that grid? Like, it would be TI, and then 53 plus 1, where's 53? It would be XE. And then after that would be 34, 34, 34, 35 would be BR. That doesn't even fit. But let's keep going. What's next? Would be V. V is 23. And then 50. Where the hell am I? 53, 53, 53. Boop. Would be CS. That doesn't really help me at all. And 34, 34, 34, 34 would be KR. Or maybe it's the one before it, you know? Because there is an empty line before it. So 20 would be CA. That could be a word. I like that one. I would be TE. This could still be a word. Kate. Good old Kate. 34. Back one would be AS. Catus. That's probably nothing. I mean, I guess we could just A20, or we could just try to turn those into letters, you know, B, A, E, C, C, D. That's nothing. So this is what I feel like is being communicated to me. This is what's being communicated to me. I feel like this puzzle has something to do with the periodic table and has something to do with a grid. I feel like we need to, based on the fact that we know that these are periodic tables, that we need to figure out what would go in the rest of these boxes. Do you have a good way to do that? No. Currently don't. I'm also constantly thinking that these are three puzzles when this could just be one puzzle. Like, you need all three pieces together to form something. Flea really feels like those dots are intentional. And it super bothers me that there's not one on the L at all. Which is what led me to rotation. But I don't know what else that could mean. It could also be a very clever Morse idea. Because I could totally see this as like dash dot dash dash dot dash dot dash. You have used those boxes before the grid. You have used those boxes before the grid is filled. Go on with the elements. So, just to kind of state things out loud. If we're filling the boxes across using the two-letter identifier for each element, 1 to 2 letter identifier, that means each row must contain 1 or 3 one-letter elements. Because that's the only way it fits, because each row is 5 boxes across. So to properly fill it, it means that we have to use one-letter element and two-letter elements, or 3 one-letter element and 1 two-letter element. Here's another thought before I go too far away. We have 4 rows here, right? We also have 4 rows here. We could take this to mean that this row of elements is somehow related to this string of numbers. Is there a way we can turn this string of numbers into this? How would we do that? Oh, it should have been 5 by 5. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. So we actually have to imagine another line, possibly here or possibly here. Okay, that was my instinct. But I'm just trying to see connections here. Alright. As I get into goblin stance. What are those boxes where it reads the same horizontally as it does vertically? Because I think that could make sense here. No, that couldn't make sense here. No, it could make sense here. Not a palindrome. They're a specific type of crossword where if you read them down like this, they're the same like this. Might be like a palindrome box or something. Which I think the idea of a puzzle where you have to make it read the same left to right as up and down using only periodic table letters is a good puzzle. It's not going to solve anything after I do that. At least I don't think it will. Afterwards I will have solved it and be like, alright, I did it. Cool. There's also the issue if this is supposed to be 5 down, I don't know where this is falling. Because this could be the 3rd line, it could be the 2nd line. Yeah, this is too muddy. It's too muddy. The grid is known and filled. You need to apply what you can get from the elements on this grid. And to be honest, there should have been a 5th row too, so 5 by 5. Yeah, I'm currently restating it. So I'm not adding anything to it. I mean, I guess I could take the first and second letter of the first element, the fifth and third letter of the second element, and the third and fourth letter of the third element. That's a thing we could do. That is totally a thing we can do. Right? And this will be the last thing I attempt, and then I am going to have to go for the day. So it would be CS. This isn't looking promising already. Fifth letter is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the third letter is a D. And then 34. Third letter is an L and an E. Did I do it wrong? Is it supposed to say candle? It does almost say candle. Candle. Doesn't make sense. But it does almost say candle. All right. Unfortunately, it is time for me to go. But thank you so much for joining me for more Decadent Mind. If you want to be like these cool people, join the Patreon. Patreon.com/+2comedy. I do these exclusive streams on Tuesdays on Patreon, and then they go up a month later. It's currently a Decadent Mind, and then whenever... Oh, of course it's the alphabet. Of course it's the alphabet. Maybe whole of May? Alright, so all of May I believe will continue to do Decadent Mind. Maka says she's got something ready to go afterwards. So these will continue. But thank you so much for joining me. Be sure to subscribe to Plus 2 Comedy Game and catch up on all my past live streams. I'll see you all next time.